Alright, this is the new place. Looks like they started on the first floor now. They got all the plywood decking and they got all the first floor framed out. So I'm using my neighbor's driveway to pass by here and see if I could take a look at what they've done so far. Let's get past this big old mountain of dirt over here. Basically, they had to dig up 17 feet by 35 feet of earth to add an extension on the back. So we'll walk past that. Okay, now I'm in my yard. Property goes back 180, so it's only 50 feet wide, but it's 180, 190 feet deep, so pretty decent sized property. So this is the back of the house, and you can see here it's framed out for a couple of doors, a big window, you know, French door, regular door. And if you come over here, you're looking through the back entrance. This rear entrance right here is going to land you into our mudroom, and that mudroom straight ahead off of those first columns, you'll see our cubbies. That's where we're going to have like all of our shoe storage, any other kind of storage we would have in here. And over here you'll notice that this is actually a room with a header. This is where the pantry is going to go. And then if you look inside right through this mudroom floor plan, you see there's another wall beyond where those cubbies were going to go, where there's a hallway, and that hallway leads you to a first floor quarter bath, or whatever it's called, the powder room. So first floor toilet is protected by a little hallway so that no one's embarrassed going to the bathroom, because the rest of the house, if you come in this entrance here, is pretty much an open floor plan. So this is the first floor great room, I guess you call it. And then the next room on the right hand side with a wall with that big arch there where we're going to have pocket doors or French doors is going to be the playroom. And then if you go from the great room straight through to that open space there, that's where the kitchen's going to go. Pretty nice sized kitchen. I think it's like 16 by 20 or something like that. And then you could see a header beyond. That header is where the dining room is, and there you see those 2x4s that are slanted, holding up the studs on the left hand side there. So that's basically this perspective of the house. And then above, of course, they're getting ready to build the second floor. So that's the ceiling joists that become the ceiling and the floor. Just gonna walk around this side really quick. See if we see anything this way. Yeah, no, we're supposed to go this way instead. Sorry, trying to get my bearings about. This is our Bilco drop. It's the code. So every new house that has a basement, for every room, you actually have to have a real full size window to exit out, just in case there's an emergency. So again, like this is the look in here of the playroom area. Pretty nice size room for the kids. And then back there is the great room. And then beyond the playroom there, you'll see again is the kitchen. That's the dining room. And if I come back up here and I walk past, and there is a basement, and we are going to replace these casements with nicer ones. Here's the front of the house, and you will see the front of the house entryway has been widened. This is going to fit a full front door, one single door with two side lights on the side. And then the only other room that wasn't here that I showed you is this room here, which is my special room. This front room here, I'm hoping to have a piano by this bump out bay window so I can play piano if I want, because I'm kind of crazy that way. And then that wall would be like, you know, nice pictures, and then this would have like a couple other club chairs in it. This would be like our sitting area, our formal living room, if you will. So we have the great room in the back for when people want to come over and watch WrestleMania. But this room in the front is kind of like where, like, you know, people first come into the front door of the house and you want to just sit down and chill and talk without a TV or anything like that. The stairs for the second floor are going to go up and then turn. So we decided that would be the best idea, mainly because I'm a moron and I've fallen down the stairs a few times, so falling straight down 13 steps is never a good idea. So where that plywood beam is, straight ahead there, that's where the stairs are going to start. They're going to go up, and then they're going to turn right, and then they're going to go up to the second floor. And then if you see a hole there, if I lift the phone up, you might see like a hole with a 2x4 coming out of it next to that piece of plywood. That's the basement stairs heading down. So this is paradise right now. It's the money pit. Basically, we were originally putting a second floor on, but because as we go around here, you'll notice everything is brand new here. If you know about construction, these are brand new sill plates, brand new joists. We had quite a bit of termite damage after they removed all the stones on the side of this house. So just walking around, you can see it's block foundation. The block foundation's got to get filled in because there's nothing filling it in all the way down. You'll see remnants of stone around here. And the cool part about that is that I actually got to keep a decent amount of the stone that I asked the contractor if I can have. I'll get into what I'm going to do with that in a little bit. But yeah, and in the back here, on the extension between here and the original back of the house, this is all new foundation. But the end of the original house actually had to have a steel LVL with new sill plates added there as well because of severe termite damage. So we ended up having to knock the entire house down, but it actually wasn't that much more costly to the job in the grand scheme of things. And instead of the house being a remodeled 1930s house, it's now a new construction 2018 house. So it is what it is. We were going to get banged on the taxes anyway because that whole you keep one wall thing is now bullshit in Nassau County. So town of Hempstead, it doesn't matter. Since I was doing 60% construction new anyway, they were going to bang me. Anyway, this is all the granite stone that was on the side of the house. I mean, if you look at it, these are jumbo pieces, very good condition. A lot of things I could do with these. Build a koi pond. I can sink them and use them for like things like this, like garden trim. As John Draglin can tell you from Next Door Gardens, I'm really into my brand new gardening system, so if I could dress it up, I will. And then like I said here, these are the garden beds here. John, don't cringe, please. I apologize for having anything on top of these, but they had to put these here for now. But they did not compromise the beds in any way. I had to make sure that they didn't touch them. So we're good to go for the next time we're going to have a garden. We should be good to go. So again, this is the top of the first floor of the house. It's going to look very similar to some of the houses that you're about to quickly see, because I don't want these people thinking I'm creeping out on them and taping the house. But like that house across the street and the house next to it, that's kind of like what ours is going to look like. All right, guys, signing off for now. Take it easy.